Hello, folks. This is Steve AB4L. I'm going to have a little fun, let my mind wander, maybe do some brainstorming. Nothing in this episode is a promotion, nor is it a recommendation, especially when I mention a brand name. Like, Microsoft. Microsoft is always in the news. Like, this is Bleeping Computer. It has to do with computer security, web security, database security, blah, 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 blah. Like you can see here, they get these, see Microsoft. Now this is just the current front page. Microsoft, blip, Microsoft, blip, 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 blip. Oh, there's Microsoft. So maybe there's 10 articles here and 3 of them are about Microsoft and these are hacker security stuff. New Microsoft Azure Cloud Services, new Microsoft Azure ADCTS feature, whatever that is, can be abused for lateral movement. Microsoft's new Azure Active Directory cross-tenant synchronization feature. I don't understand that. I sort of do. Introduced in June of 2023, last month, has created a potential attack surface that might allow threat actors to more easily spread laterally to other Azure tenants. So you use Azure for your cloud services and you have a website there. And somehow, if they can get in through something that Microsoft runs, they can get into yours. Now, I also go to Bleeping Computer, News for Nerds. I'm a nerd. At the current moment, the second article is about Microsoft. Microsoft comes under blistering criticism for grossly irresponsible security. This is a security thing. Microsoft shares Fix for Outlook, that's their email service, asking to reopen closed windows. Microsoft is investigating an issue causing Microsoft Outlook Desktop to unexpectedly ask users to restore Windows closed during a previous session of Outlook. Don't they do any testing? No, they don't. They do simulated testing. They let computers do the testing, not AI. Russian hackers security Microsoft. Russian hackers target government organizations. Not Russian government organizations, ours. Microsoft says a hacking group tracked as and linked to Russian Foreign Intelligence Service targeted dozens of organizations worldwide, including government agencies in Microsoft Teams. You know what Teams is. Phishing attacks. Don't they do any testing? But I was looking at this and I thought this might be interesting because of what it says. No, we don't want to know about Pornhub. We want the next one. Microsoft once again This is Ars Technica. Comes under blistering criticism for security practices of Azure. That's what we were just talking about. And its cloud offerings, with the CEO of security firm Tenable saying Microsoft is grossly irresponsible. It's in quotes. And now here's the thing I have been noticed about Microsoft for a long time. And mired in a culture of toxic obfuscation. And I think that means that Microsoft won't admit to anything no matter how guilty they are allegedly, supposedly to be. Now, why would I be interested in this article? Well, the comments from Amit Yoran, and already I know this guy's an Israeli. You know, I spent 4 years in Israel, a long time ago, 50 years ago. 4 years and one war. And you know, I do these things I have a playlist about what these security companies in Israel do. How can there be so many of them, such a small country? The population of Israel doesn't even match New York City population. How do they keep getting mentioned? Comes 6 days after some senator from Oregon blasted Microsoft for what he said were negligent cybersecurity practices that enabled hackers backed by the Chinese government to steal hundreds of thousands of emails from cloud customers, including officials of the U.S. Departments of State and Commerce. Wow, talk about two parts of the U.S. government that are deeply involved in trying to get Biden's shutdown of China going. Now, here's the thing. Remember the obfuscation? You know what that means, don't you? Using gobbledygook like the vice president does to hide the fact they don't know anything or pretend they don't know what you're talking about. Word salad. Microsoft is yet to provide key details about the mysterious breach, which involved the hackers obtaining an extraordinarily powerful encryption key, granting once you get the secret key, see there's the public key and the secret key. When your connection to a website, HTTPS, they negotiate. When I want to send a message to Microsoft, but can make it secret so nobody can read it, I encrypt it using Microsoft's published public key. Everybody in the world can get it. But you can't use that same key to decrypt the message that I encrypted using it. I have to have the private key. It's an asymmetric two-key system. Only the private key can actually do the decryption. It's the way it's designed. So somebody got in there and got the secret key. Everybody can get the public key because they publish it. Microsoft, the company, has taken pains ever since to obscure its infrastructure role in the mass breach. That's the obfuscation. So it says on Wednesday, Yaron took to LinkedIn to castigate Microsoft for failing to fix what the company said. And what it is he's saying they went in and they found things that were not right, this company, and they told Microsoft about it, but then somehow Microsoft is blocking them. Yaron, the Israeli guy at this company, the CEO, failing to fix what the company said on Monday was a critical issue that gives hackers unauthorized access to data and apps managed by Microsoft Azure AD, cloud services. And that specifically is cloud offering for managing user authentication inside large organizations. Now, what's the implication of that? It means with the secrets that those supposed alleged Chinese hackers got, they can pretend to be the Assistant Secretary of State for China Affairs and send emails as though that's who they are, and there's something about that Microsoft will verify that was the guy who sent it, at least his account. Only he didn't. Somebody else is in there acting and doing it. And people are saying, Microsoft, how did that happen? You're promising that your authentication system will keep that from happening. That's what I take this to mean. Of course, Microsoft will immediately take it up and say, oh, we're sorry, and the way it happened, what? No, apparently they don't want to talk about it. But that was it. They told them about that in March, and that Microsoft reported 16 weeks later, that it had been fixed. 16 weeks later is 4 months later. Oh, you mean they couldn't figure it out? I'm trying to think of what that means. They couldn't figure it out? I can tell you what it means. It means that in order to fix it correctly, it would break their whole design. They would have to rebuild, redesign, recode, retest a major portion of that security system, authentication system. That's the implication. Think about that. Oh, you bought one of our cars? Oh, that. Oh, wait a minute. To fix that engine problem, we're going to have to throw away our whole current production system for building those engines, because in order to fix that dangerous thing in the engine design, we're going to have to totally redesign the engine. And how we're manufacturing the engine now is going to be useless because it throws that all away. See, I'm doing it like automobiles so you can understand it. Monday's disclosure said the firm notified Microsoft of the problem in March, and that Microsoft reported 16 weeks later that it had been fixed. But here's the key. Tenable Researchers, the name of the company, told Microsoft that the fix was incomplete. Microsoft set the date for providing a complete fix to September 28th. But wait a minute. To give you an idea of how bad this is, our team very quickly discovered authentication secrets to a bank. And they went to Microsoft about it. But what actually has turned out to be the case here's the key part and why I was interested. In a separate email, Yaron, the CEO, it now appears that it's either fixed or we're blocked from testing. We don't know the fix or mitigation, so hard to say if it's truly fixed or Microsoft put a control in place like a firewall rule to block us. When we find vulnerabilities in other products, vendors usually inform us of the fix so we can validate it effectively. In other words, do the full attack behind their backs to see if they can get in. Now, you might remember that maybe it was late last year. I was talking about a guy in Morocco that got into a scuffle with Microsoft because he told them about a fix, and they said, this is trivial. They said they fixed it, and they didn't want to pay him a reward. And they said it was fixed. So what he did is he went in and he showed that it wasn't actually fixed, and he published the exploit publicly, how you can easily go around the supposed fix, which he said was nothing more than window dressing to fool you. See, it isn't just the Israelis. That Moroccan went after them. And other people got into the scuffle too, proving that the Moroccan was correct, not Microsoft. But I'm just repeating old history. What I'm interested in is who are these Israelis that are going head to head with whoever the big boy is at Microsoft? So let's find out. I haven't really. So the name of the company is the CEO of security firm Tenable. Tenable CEO Amit Yaram once again accused. Oh, this is in bankinfosecurity.com. So it looks like it's. Oh, there's a picture of him. Cybersecurity veteran Amit Yaram says Microsoft has a. Oh, they're repeating the insult. So it isn't just one person talking about this. Apparently, this is the big buzz right now. Can you imagine that? Microsoft is our sign in, stay signed. See, they're doing this. Microsoft, do you see the stuff down at the bottom? Microsoft wants you to log in so they can give you extra security, which is another way of saying, oh, I didn't say Microsoft. Excuse me. Google, the other big friend we all have. Bank and Security, CRN, Tenable Leadership, Amit Yaran. Now, that's an Israeli name. It's obvious to me. So there he is. Have we seen him before? I don't know about his grin. Let's see if we can get a bigger picture of him. All right? He looks happy. Let's see who he is. Oh, I know this guy. Oh, I did a video maybe a year ago where this guy's name came up. And how do I know? Because he previously served as RSA. That's the initial big encryption organization that kind of invented internet and web security practices. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah. But we need to find out more about him. Wikipedia, Tenable Incorporated. Okay, so let me just take his name. Amit Yaram. They've got it highlighted, but I can't use it for a search. Let's see if LinkedIn will let me in. LinkedIn, Amit Yaram on the Workfront Tenable. Okay, there we go. Let's just do a straight. Oh, no, they aren't going to let me in. There's something about this. Let's try an incognito. Oh, you see what they're doing? Hang on. Why do they do this to me? Let me try you. They've announced today that Brave browser has some really new interesting features. Let me use the browser. All right, that's no good. Oh, this is terrible. I can't go to his file. Oh, wait a minute. Tell you what we'll do. Why don't we just go to Tenable? Wait a minute. Tenable. Hang on. Why don't we try Tenable itself? Featured solutions, resource libraries. Where's the team? Excuse me for fumbling like this. Tenable leadership. Oh yeah, that's right. He was a part of. Amit served as a founding director of the United States Computer Emergency Readiness Team (U.S. CERT) in the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Oh, can you imagine that? Oh, and here's somebody else, Steve Vince. He's the guy that does the money. Mark Thurman, Chief Operating Officer. Sounds like an American. Nico Pop. Wonder where he's got more than 30 patents, and he got his master's degree in aeronautics at Stanford. Oh, there it is, a bachelor's degree from French university. It fits the name. Pop Poop. I'm just having fun. And this guy is a former U.S. Marine, and he used to be in McAfee. When I worked for that internationally known, internationally operating IT company, I helped McAfee a couple of times. Yeah, the virus detection company. Ferenga, Wake Forest University. Oh, that's right here in North Carolina. Brian Goldfarb, Chief Marketing, Duke. That's right here. Oh, it's almost North Carolina. Bridget Paradise. 20 years at Microsoft. And she's Santa Clara, Arizona Law Review. I'm trying to figure out who are the technical people. You notice they don't want to show you? Global Government Affairs, University. You got a bachelor's degree in political science from the University of Alaska. Oh, and as a JD, he became a lawyer by American University, Washington College of Law. I had a girlfriend that went to the American University in Washington, D.C. Communications, University of, Annenberg School of University of Southern California. Annenberg, he was a big newspaper magnate in Philadelphia. I once lived in the Philadelphia area. Yeah, when Annenberg was still there. Shows you how old I am. Go look it up. He used to be a part of Dell Technology Capital. But none of these are the guys who do the figuring out. This is the executive team. I want to know who the scientists are. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can get it. Who are the hacker geniuses at Tenable? All right, at Hacker Chronicles podcast. This is Tenable. Resources. The Hacker Chronicles. Meet Alice, a burnt-out barista who turned to the dark web to pay off her student debt. But when cybercrime pulls her deeper than she would ever have imagined, only one question remains. Can Alice get out before it's too late? The Hacker Chronicles, presented by Tenable. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Tenable. Is it the same company? Look at the way they do their website. I can't even get to do. At Tenable, we're committed to collaborating with leading security technology resell. That can't be the same people. Is it the same people? I must be down the wrong track. Maybe somebody's bought. No, it's Tenable. Hang on. I'm exploring, folks. I'm having fun. Oh! Can you climb Mount Everest? Request a demo. Gain exposure to analytics and full attack surface visibility with Tenable One integration. Look at what their website keeps doing. What is it with you have to sneak up here? I don't like that. Threats have evolved. Get ahead of cyber risk. Exposure management of the modern attack surface. On-prem and remote IT. Internet-facing assets. Web apps, APIs. Public cloud. Oh, they're criticizing Microsoft about public cloud. Industrial infrastructure. That's the data centers. Identity. That's getting into the Microsoft stuff and pretending that you're really a big shot at the State Department when you write these phishing things. And then they see, oh, it's from the big guy. I'll click on the link and give them all my credentials. And then they can take over everything you do. Look at the way it just keeps scrolling down and scrolling down. There's almost no end of it. Oh, here's what we want. We want blog. Let's see who's right. Usually these are the people who are the brains for figuring it out. Because they can write about what they discovered without giving away too many secrets. Avoiding the security potluck. Good governance helps you from code to cloud. What's involved in shifting cloud security responsibilities? Actually, that's a big topic right now. To keep app development team with governance by security. Now, who's Upcar Lidar? Let's see who he is. Senior product manager, 10 years experience. But it doesn't tell us anything about him. Why doesn't it tell us anything about him? What kind of name is that? He's got his own website. Dev talks by Upcar leader. See, I told you, this is you go to the blog, they won't show you who the actual brains are. If they have a thinking like where they have blogs, these are the people you go and listen to because they're the ones that are figuring it out. But this is all out-of-date stuff. See, this is the way I have fun. And his link, oh, this is interesting. It's his page, but the link to GitHub 404, that web page you're looking for, they can't find it. He's not keeping up. LinkedIn. Now I'm going to it from here. Oh, wait a minute. This is interesting. He has a LinkedIn page. He's a big shot there. He has a blog that's out of date. They're featuring him, and even his LinkedIn page has gone bye-bye. You see it? We don't know who this guy is. That doesn't mean they don't know who he was. That means he's currently not with them. What's going on here? He's a senior product manager at Tenable. Focused on security and DevSecOps in shift left containers and cloud native. Yeah, it sounds like and blog post August 3rd, 2023. That's the one I jumped from. He is so busy with the things that are falling down around his customers every day that he doesn't have time to keep up with advertising himself. That's my interpretation. Let's find out what kind of name Upcar is. I'm interested. Wikipedia. Oh, probably it fits. Upkar is a 1967 Indian Hindi film. Let's just try this one alone. So he's not Israeli. Packaging World, Wiktionary. I work here on an assembly line responsible for putting lids on. But what? Oh, a litter. Oh, yeah. Litter River is in the Kash. Oh, we got it. We got it. He is Indian. There it is. There it is. We figured it out. The Litter River is a river situated in the Kashmir Valley, and that's in the disputed territory between northwestern India and northeastern Pakistan. Ta-da! We figured it out for sure. Okay, is it a surprise that he's from India? I don't think so. Okay, so we have an Israeli and we have an Indian guy. And yeah, this is his blog thing right there. That's the one they're talking about. Wait a minute, how did I get to oh yeah, the blog. There we go. That's funny on the back arrow. Did they take me to Okay, now so who else? Ben Smith, August 2nd. Tom Kroll with a C. Um, oh, June Janar. Now, I'll bet you he's Indian too. Let's see if we can figure this guy out. Principal Public Management, formerly Tenor OT, 10-year cybersecurity veteran, blah, 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 blah. But let's just, now, look at his face. We know he's Indian, right? Pakistani. Let's go just for the first name like I did on the other guy. Is a component and base. Okay, that has to do with Java programming. Google Books results. Baby products. Not much help. Let me just put India. JOONE Consultants, India Mart. You see how you help the search engine along? My complaint is they're supposedly tracking me and they're not paying any attention to what I'm really after, what I've been looking at. They know what I'm doing. I've been using the search engine. They know I'm after IT consultants. I just went to something that was India. They could have stuck that in and tried to show me something in India. What's the matter with the search engine? Doesn't have enough AI? What's his other name? Let's try this one. You got to be careful how you pronounce that. How Hardeep Singh Nijjar murder in Canada fueled. So this guy's a Sikh. Can you see it? I don't. You see what he got on his head? A prominent, Sikh leader was brazenly murdered last month outside of a temple. The BBC keeps doing this stuff in British Columbia. The death was done, but if he's a Sikh, he's from India. Okay, so we figured that one out. See how I figured I call it brainstorming. My mind wanders around, but I use it to figure out stuff. Why can't I go back? Not that kind of link? So again, I'm looking for blogs. Let's try this gal. Jira Mikko. That looks like an interesting name. Let's get a lady into this. I'll bet she's Indian, Pakistani. She currently hosts Tenable Cyber Watch, a weekly video news digest that helps you zero in on cybersecurity. Let's see if it says anything. Okay, let's figure it out based on her name. Jehovah Jireh, the meaning of names, Jireh Mayweather, Jireh Tolentino Pueblo, ES Penjira Lao Pepete, Eastern Wild. See, I'm guessing it's Indian, but I could be completely wrong. Let's just try the same thing again. Jira India Missile. The Greenville, it's a Jira Worship India. Listen to the latest worship songs from the Jira Worship and download worship resources and hear the Tera Vashan and the Tera Jira India Missions. That sounds like it's Christian. ProPublica. All right, now they show that image. There's a Jira Ards at State University. So I'm guessing wrong. I'm guessing she's an American family. Well, if you already had two Indians and not an Israeli, why not guess another Indian? It says so, cybersecurity, theosophy, T-shirts. So let's do this. Now they're showing us pictures of her having tenable, everything is a, now remember she hosts a show, a video show. I'm going to have to look into that. I wonder what kind of accent she has. That would be interesting. So all of these references are probably to the video shows she's been producing for Tenable. Because what I'm noticing here is YouTube. Now I'm going to kill the video right away. And it's the Tenable channel. Oh, this has been in the news lately. Cyber Watch. Oh, so that's the one. I'm going to watch this video and close this off. $10 million bounty on the Klopp gang. Yeah, they've been making the news lately. $10 million bounty. You can tell us who they are. Best practices for ransomware incident response and more. Okay, so this is a YouTube video on the Tenable YouTube channel. And now I can see that there are other ones by her too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out who she is by watching the video. And I invite you to do it too. Because it looks like these people don't mind getting right into the middle of probably the most critical stuff. But given who the CEO is and what his beginnings are, it doesn't surprise me. So in a way, I've kind of coalesced. No, Tenable's not an Israeli company. I kind of suspected maybe it would be. It looks like it's the typical Silicon Valley kind of cybersecurity protection offerings, and it looks like they've got a great team. Steve AB4 I started out by pissing on Microsoft because I saw that this guy was really going to town with them. It's because things are getting out of hand, folks. It literally is accelerating. And if you look around, you'll see there are articles about how AI is being leveraged even more by the hacker bad boys than all those other things put together. And I mean leveraged with success as opposed to flops. Steve AB4 just letting his mind wander and kind of brainstorming to figure out what the bigger picture is and having fun, saying see you in 73.